All right, we are live. What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? So excited to hang out with you tonight. We got a ton of people already in the chat box just going crazy. My name is Josh Coates. For those of you that do not know, I am your push coach, and I'm excited tonight to take you on a journey to becoming a rock star recruiter. One of my favorite things to talk about is recruiting, and it's one of your guys' favorite things to hear about is recruiting. So I'm pumped to be with you here tonight. I'm excited to share some awesome content, some awesome value with you tonight. I'm going to give everybody a second to hop on. Just wanted to give you a quick little intro of what's coming for those of you that don't know who I am. Make sure when you are on, you say hello. Make sure you tell me where you're from, and make sure you let me know that you can hear me. Why does it say restricted? I have no idea why it says restricted. Let's see here. We got 465 people in here so far. We've got a total of 1,400 that actually ended up registering officially in Webinar Jam. We had like 2,900 in the Facebook event, but obviously there's always some that I can't get quite to actually go register for the event. So if you have a friend of coaches, make sure and share this. Make sure and get this word out. Let's try to get as many people over here as we can, because in the live box is where the live webinar is where you're going to be able to chat, is where you're going to be able to win prizes, is where you're going to be able to ask questions. Still says offline for you. I do not know why. You might try hitting refresh, okay? Because I am 100% live. Says offline for me. New coach here. What's up? Jeanette from New York. What's happening? We got Stillwater. Missy says she can hear me. I am going to say try refreshing if it's not live. Hopefully people hear. There's literally just comments just. So hopefully you can see. Okay, some people are saying it works perfect. Some people are saying they can hear me. Some people are saying it's not live. I don't know what's going on, but hello from the South. What's up? What's up? What's up? Now it says it's live. Good, 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 good. I'm going to be drinking some water because you guys know that I talk a lot and I talk really loud and I get really intense. So I have to get some water going in me. Hello from Arizona. What's up, Arizona? I was just in Arizona. I was just at the Phoenix Super Saturday. What was that? I don't know, like 3 or 4 weeks ago. What's going on? What's going on? Jennifer, Bobby, Teresa. I can't even see where anybody's from because it's just moving too fast. What's up, Gina from Ohio? Jasmine from New York. Samantha from Japan. That's freaking rad. Thanks for joining us from Japan. We got Puerto Rico in the house. What's up? What's up? What's up? Calgary's here. We always have several Canadians hopping on. I love that. Love that. From Kent, Ohio. What's up? Tammy's here. Rachel's here. Tracy, Nancy. I'm trying to read your messages. I'm trying so hard to read your messages. Sheila from Illinois. Jen from Seattle. Brenda from Milwaukee. We now have 586 people in the live room. I'm going to go ahead and get started because I know some people are watching this recording and they really don't want to watch me say hello to every single person on the call for the first 30 minutes, although I would absolutely love to do that. Someone hopping on from Punta Cana. I love that. That's freaking rad. So anyways, my name, for those of you that do not know, my name is Josh Coates. I am your push coach. I'm a member of the John Maxwell team. I am technically, through the John Maxwell team, a certified speaker, coach, and trainer. If you don't know John Maxwell, he's the #1 leadership trainer on the planet. I have started my own business called Legacy Leadership, where I do one-on-one mentoring that I call push coaching with about 15 different top leaders in the multi-level marketing industry. I run training groups for over 800 people a month, trying to help people to build their dreams. I specialize in putting personal development into terminology that people can put into action in their business. So do I give motivation, even though, gosh, you guys know I freaking hate that word? I'm actually about to start an entire series on Facebook Live called Demotivational Speaker. I'm going to start calling myself a demotivational speaker because you guys know that I believe motivation is just a big gimmick. But for the sake of your understanding, I will use that word tonight. I try to mix motivation with implementation, where I feel that so many people miss it when it comes to training. Is we have on one hand people that all they ever talk about is mindset, and all they ever talk about is motivation, and all they ever talk about is basically this concept of personal development, but they never teach you how to then take those principles and actually apply them in a way that move your life and your business forward. And then we have other people who give you all of the implementation in the freaking world, and they give you 1,000 different checklists and 1,000 different spreadsheets, but at the end of the day, they don't take the time to actually dig into your mindset and fix this first. And so what you have is people trying to keep up with to-do lists, trying to do the activities, and they can't because their mind isn't right. They don't believe what they're trying to do, and therefore they'll never actually do it. Aristotle said you are what you repeatedly do, but I like to add to that and say you do what you repeatedly believe. So we've got to do two things. We've got to change what you believe, and then we got to change what you do. If we only change one or the other, I left you hanging, and as a leader, I failed you. So what I want to do tonight, my goal with every training that I do, even free ones like this, is to hit up the mindset, but then give you actions to do so that you can actually move forward. We've got 639 on live now. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We got some great giveaways tonight. I'm going to be giving away $1,000 in cash prizes. So 10 different people tonight. Or, uh-oh, did you catch that? Let's puke together, baby. We'll get to that in a second. 10 different people are going to win $100 right here tonight. And let's see, 5 different people. What I tell you, Josh? I have one of my team members, Josh Ring. He's keeping an eye on everything for me tonight because he's way more organized than me. Here we go. 10 cash prizes, $100 a piece. 5 different training groups that I'm going to give away. I have a brand new training group that's launching that I'm super excited about. And 5 different shirts or tank tops. You can pick a t-shirt or a tank top. I've got some awesome new shirts. I just found out I will for sure have them by Friday. I've got my Let's Puke Together shirts. I've got Arrogant as a Rockstar shirts, and I've got Josh is my Push Coach shirt. So let me explain for those of you that are new to me. I know many of you have been on my webinars. Many of you have been in my training groups. Let me explain this right here. Hashtag Let's Puke Together. This is my new philosophy on life, okay? Is that if you ever want to go anywhere in life, if you ever want to build the life of your dreams and get where you really, 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 really want to go, you have to be willing to set goals that are so big that they make you want to vomit. My goal on every call that I get on every training that I do this year, is to get people to think big enough, to set goals big enough, to dream big enough, and act big enough that it makes them just feel like they're going to freaking throw up. If you don't go big, you might as well just go home, because nothing's ever going to happen in your business by growing this much at a time. You have to decide you're going to go for it all. So here's the thing. If you want to win, one of the cash prizes or one of the training groups or one of the shirts, what I need you to do is take a picture. You can take a screenshot of the webinar with me in it, or you can take a selfie with me in the background. Either way, just take some type of a picture tonight. I want you to share your favorite quote, your favorite takeaway from tonight. I want you to tag me in it. If it's on Facebook, tag Legacy Leadership. That's my like page. If it's on Instagram, tag Legacy Leadership Coaching. Legacy Leadership Coaching. I know that's a freaking mouthful, okay? Tag me in it and use hashtag Let's Puke Together, okay? Hashtag Let's Puke Together. And at the end of the call, while we're right here live, I will pick the winners, okay? Are you guys ready to rock? You guys ready to dive into this? We've got 665 people live out of 1,500 that are registered, although I know there's a ton of people on company trips in Punta Cana right now, which is totally rad. I'm going to grab a swig of water, and we are going to rock. How do we get one of your bracelets? So these bracelets are actually from the event that I just hosted here in Tulsa at the end of May, end of May, whenever that was, about a month ago. So the way you get one of these is I actually still have a whole bunch of these. So my new t-shirts that are coming in Friday, we will put up on the website. And I do believe that I have enough of these to give away to everyone who buys a t-shirt. So my website is joshuacoates.com. I'll talk to you more about my website later, but I will have new t-shirts up on my website probably Friday, for sure Saturday, but I will have the t-shirts in hand on Friday, and we'll get them up on the web ASAP. Okay? T-Town Rep. What's up, Brandon? What's up? So let's dive in. Tonight I want to talk to you about becoming a rock star recruiter. Don't forget to take your picture. Don't forget to listen for your favorite quote. You might even want to take a picture now, and then literally just as you hear something, get it and get it put up so that you don't forget about it, okay? Becoming a rock star recruiter. Here's the thing. If you're in multi-level marketing, which, yes, you can post the pictures on Instagram. Yes, Instagram or Facebook. If you are in multi-level marketing, which 99% of the people on this call are, then here's the thing. You are the only way you're ever really going to make money. The only way you're really ever going to take your business to the next level is if you learn how to recruit. And you already know that. You already know that. That's why my ad for a group that I run called The Art of Recruiting literally just explodes. All I have to say in the first sentence is, are you a coach struggling to recruit coaches who want to work the business? And people just go crazy. The tags were hashtag let's puke together. That's the only one. Just let's puke together. That simple. And the thing is, you know that's what you need to do. And yet you struggle to do it. And there's a couple reasons you struggle to do it. Number one is you're afraid to do it. There's something up here that's not, you're just afraid. You're afraid of what to do. You're afraid of how it's going to look. You're afraid of how it's going to sound. And so you overthink it, and you either do it wrong. And when I say wrong, I just mean without confidence, or you just don't do it at all. Because at the end of the day, if there's something you are confused about and you're not confident about, a lot of times you just won't do it at all. And if you do it, you do it in a really, really awkward way. Okay? So the first thing I got to get your mindset right to understand what recruiting is and what recruiting isn't, and how this can work for you. The other thing is you don't really know sometimes what to do. You don't have a clear plan, and you don't have specific action items. And so tonight, what I want to help you do is I want to help you get your mind right. I want to help you give some specific tips on actions. Now, obviously, I can't give you every single tip that I have in just one webinar, but I'm going to give you some tips that are going to help you to move forward. Because here's the thing. If you are someone who wants to reach your goals, you want to build the life you've always wanted, you really, 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 really want to change your circumstances, your family's circumstances, you're going to have to learn how to be a recruiter. You're going to have to learn to go to the next step. The first step is in your journey is just getting your own results. That's the first step. The second step is helping other people get results, and that's how you start to build your business. But the third step, when the money really starts to happen, is when you find other people that want to help other people. And that's what John Maxwell would call raising up leaders who duplicate leaders. You see, we have an entire society full of followers, just followers. And the only way to really be successful in life is, number one, to become a leader. Number two, to raise up leaders. And number three, to raise up leaders who raise up leaders. In other words, a duplication process. And the duplication process starts with you becoming a recruiter, with you just finding other people who want to make a difference in the world and bringing them along for the ride. And I get so many questions from people about, Josh, you mentor several different top 10s. You mentor several different superstar diamonds. When are you going to teach us how to lead our team? When are you going to teach us how to get our coaches motivated and get our coaches moving forward? And I have come this close to launching a group based on those exact things. I've come this close so many times. And the more I think about it, the more I realize that's not what most of you need. In fact, 98% of the people on this call think that you need to figure out how to motivate your coaches. But the truth is 98% of you don't even have enough coaches to motivate. You have maybe 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 people under you, and you're putting all of your marbles in the basket of someone else's basket. And you're thinking up here, this is where the mindset gets right, okay? This is where we got to fix the mindset. You think up here, my business would move forward if these 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 people could get their crap together, and if they could get as excited about the business as I could, and if they would move forward the way I do. Let me just ask you something. Mean Josh might come out a little bit early on this call. For those of you that are new with me, I apologize in advance for Mean Josh. He's kind of a nasty guy, and he just calls you out on your crap, and you may not like it, but I promise you, you need to hear it. Why don't you stop whining and complaining about why other people aren't moving forward and look in the freaking mirror and realize you're not moving forward? Because if you were moving forward, wouldn't you have more than 2 or 3 or 4 coaches? If you were actually moving forward, you would have 10 or 15 or 20 or 30 coaches, or 40 or 50 or 60 or 70 coaches. And if you had 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 or 60 or 70 coaches, I can guarantee you there would be someone that was motivated. There would be someone that would be excited. There would be someone that would be ready to run with you. But the truth is, you don't need to figure out how to motivate your coaches. You need to get some freaking coaches. I call it the law of energy, and I talked about this in the Art of Recruiting launch group and all the new videos that I was recording, and I talked about the law of energy, and the law of energy is something that I've kind of, I don't want to say made up because it's a freaking law, but I put a name to it. And the law of energy says that statistically speaking, there is always this 80-20 rule where 80% of people just aren't going to show up and only 20% of people will actually show up. But the law of energy says that the lower the numbers are, actually the worse it is for statistics. And the bigger the numbers are, the better it is for statistics. Let me explain. If you try to do your own webinar to sell your products or to sell the opportunity that you're trying to offer, and only 10 people show up on the webinar, based on the 80-20 rule, how many people do you think are excited and commenting? With 10 people on, you got 2 people excited and commenting. Oh, thanks, Christine. Appreciate it. And what happens when only 2 people are liking and commenting? What happens to the energy? The energy goes. And if the energy goes, how many people at the end do you actually think are signing up? Because if the energy goes like this, even the 2 people that were excited, even the 2 people that were wanting to be there go, dang, this sucks. Why in the world would I want to be a part of this? And what should have been the 80-20 rule, whereas you should have had 20% of people sign up, statistically speaking on webinars, it's really more like 10% of people that actually sign up. Instead, you get 0% that sign up because the energy was so low, no one wanted to be a part of what you were talking about. Now, take a webinar like this, and I have right now currently 711 people live on the webinar right now, and comments are just flying so fast I can't even read most of them. And what does that do for now, the 80-20 rule still applies, guys. There's still only about 20% of you actually liking, actually commenting, actually engaging. But here's the thing, 20% of 700 is a way bigger number than 2, isn't it? 10% of 700 would be 70, so 20% would be 140. So there are 140 people commenting over here on the right side, which makes everyone think that everyone's commenting. Oh my gosh, everyone's commenting, which makes you feel like the energy is just like this big, huge people are always like, dude, where do you get your energy from? Well, I just keep that energy with me all the time. It's just ready to pull out at any time. But when we're talking about a group of people, I need to have a certain number of people for it to feel like there's enough energy that even the 80% who aren't commenting over here, who are sitting and watching and are probably critical and are probably wondering, what the heck does this guy even have to offer? By the end of the call, you've seen so many comments, you've seen so much engagement, and there's so much energy that you want to be a part of it. And now, instead of me just being stuck with the 20%, usually I get 30 or 40% of people that want to work with me after the call. That's the law of energy. Here's the thing. You guys that follow top coaches and you think, oh my gosh, all of their coaches hit Success Club. Nope. In December, my girl Raina, we helped 38. I say we, it was really her, but I just like really am proud of her. And I just loved being a part of her journey in December. Helped 38 PS coaches hit Success Club. 38. And that was just those who counted towards elite. So it was 2015 and 16 coaches. 38. And some of you hear that number and you just want to puke out your guts and go, oh my gosh, she has all of her coaches hitting Success Club. Nope. She doesn't. Not even close. She just has way more coaches than you do. She still has the same 80-20 rule going against her every single day that she wakes up. The difference is she wakes up and keeps adding enough numbers that the law of energy is working for her. So maybe her statistics are actually better than yours now because of the law of energy working in her team page, where we were celebrating every single person that sold a challenge pack, every single person that hit Success Club, every single person was getting this, which made it feel like everyone was, when really there's probably 500 people in the team page and only 38 of them hit Success Club. But the law of energy makes it feel like everyone is, which makes even the people who weren't involved want to get involved, and then they get involved too. I said all of that to say this. If you got 3 or 4 coaches, there is no law of energy working on your side. There is no freaking energy at all. And you need to stop trying to figure out how to get those coaches motivated. And you need to fill the room with enough people to create energy. Because then, when the law of energy starts working and people see you moving forward, I cannot tell you how many people in my training groups this year that weren't even based around recruiting have said, Josh, I have doubled my numbers, I have tripled my numbers, I have doubled and tripled my income, and now all of a sudden, guess what? My coaches are excited and they're hitting Success Club too. I didn't teach them any leadership crap. I didn't even teach them how to recruit. I just taught them to get their crap together and start showing up every single day. And because they started showing up every single day, the law of energy started to happen. Their coaches got excited. Their coaches started hopping on board. And now they don't even really need my help trying to figure out how to motivate their coaches, because their coaches are just motivated and want to roll with them. So tonight I need to help you. First of all, I got to get out of your mind that, oh, if I were a better leader, if I could just get them, if I could get them motivated, if I get them excited, I could get them as passionate as me, if I could get them on board, get yourself on freaking board. And then we'll worry about the other people. But let's get you on board first. Sound good? So let's do that tonight. Let's get you on board. Okay? Lisa, what's happening, girl? How are you? All right. So let's, number one, if I'm going to give you my top 3 tips on becoming a recruiting rock star. You ready for it? You ready for it? Number 1 is mindset. I've already brought it up. I've already brought that we got to fix your mind first, but I want to go into some specific, very specific mindsets that top recruiters all have in common. Are you ready for it? Under mindset. Okay, number 1, we're going to go mindset, but under mindset, I want you to write this down. Act now like the person you want to become. Write this down. Please, 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 please write it down. Act now like the person you want to become. Here's what most people do. They say, when I'm a top coach, When I go diamond, when I go elite, when I have this, then I'll make posts about the coaching opportunity. Then I'll talk about the life of freedom that I have. Then I'll talk about how confident and excited I am. Then I'll take pictures with big, huge smiles and have a glow on my face. Then, why wait till then? I promise you this, every successful person that exists believed in their mind that they were successful before it ever actually manifested. I personally believe that everything we have, everything we see, we manifested from inside, from what we truly believed about ourselves, about our future, about our business, about everything. Everything that we're dealing with right now, whether good or bad, everything in my life, whether it's good or bad, I somehow manifested. I somehow brought it to pass. Whether it's good or bad, I got to own up to it and I got to take responsibility for it because somehow, some way, I created it. Do you want to be a rock star recruiter? Do you want to be a rock star coach? Then up here, you have to already decide that you are. You have to start, you can never, ever, 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 ever use the words when again. When I, no. Now I. Not when I, now I. Every single time you start to think or talk in the words when I are about to come out, just delete that, take away everything you said, and say, now I. Because I also believe that what comes out of our mouth and what we allow to process in our mind over time, we are actually subconsciously convincing ourselves. So when you say things like, when I, what you're doing is convincing yourself that you're never actually going to have it because you're actually programming yourself to constantly be looking into the future to have something and never be presently acquiring anything. And so you have to decide now, I'm going to take selfies like I'm a top coach. I'm going to have a big freaking glow of confidence like I hit Success Club 5,000. I'm going to post on social media like I make millions of dollars. Now, here's what I'm not asking you to do. I'm not asking you to lie, but I'm asking you to have the attitude of. Does that make sense? Some of you are going, dude, that's fake. No, that's fake. I don't want to be fake. I don't want to be fake. If I'm not successful, I'm not going to act. It's not fake. It's only fake to say lies. It would be fake if I said that I have a multi-7-figure business, because right now I don't. Right now, the reality is I have a multi-6-figure business, but I'm already thinking like I have a multi-7-figure business. And by the way, by the end of the year, I will, because I've already decided up here that that's who I am and that's what I'm manifesting. Everything you do, you got to believe I am. Not when I am. Second thing, and this is we're about to go there, guys. You ready? Ready to start puking? We ready for the puke fest? Oh, I'm so freaking excited for this. Next one, under mindset. I've got 2 different points under mindset. The second one, I want you to write this down. Push for numbers like you actually want to grow. Let me say it again. Push for numbers like you actually want to grow. Here's the difference in mindset and rock stars and everyone else is rock stars are thinking, even if they've never done it before, they're thinking, I got to hit these kind of numbers. I got to go for this. I have to push myself to the limits as high as I possibly can, as far as I possibly can. And everyone else is trying to set these tiny little SMART goals. I got to set these SMART goals. I got to make sure it's attainable. I got to make sure it's realistic. Realistic? What the frick does that even mean? What does realistic mean? Do you want to, all right, here we go. Do you want to talk about realistic? You want to freaking talk about realistic? While me and you are sitting here talking, someone else is flying on a freaking spaceship or rocket to another planet. And you're going to talk to me about the reality of your situation, why you can't help 20 people instead of 2 people. You're gonna try to convince me that someone else has the capability and the potential and the smarts and the do-hows to figure out a way to fly to the freaking moon, to fly to freaking Mars, and it's not realistic for you to figure out how to make 20 sales this month? You freaking kidding me right now? Stop with this realistic bullcrap. Do you want to know what's realistic? Let me tell you what's realistic. The fact that you have infinite intelligence, infinite creativity, infinite possibilities. You have infinity living on the inside of you. You want to talk about what's realistic? I'll tell you. Here's what's realistic is that with infinity living on the inside of you, you should have already freaking taken over the world. You should be a top coach in the business. You should be a top recruiter in the business. You should freaking own the market. You should own your space. You should own every single thing you do. That's what's realistic. Growing by 3% or 5% or even freaking 10%, that's not realistic. That's unrealistic. It is unrealistic. Gosh, man, I got to cut out one of these clips because I really like this. It is unrealistic to think that you, with infinite intelligence, infinite creativity, infinite potential, infinite capabilities, it is unrealistic to think that you can only grow by 3 to 5%. That's unrealistic. What's realistic is for you to live your dreams, to have the business you want. That's what's realistic, because you have everything you'll ever need. Everything. This is one of our biggest philosophies on the John Maxwell team, is that you have everything you need already on the inside. So the reality is you already have everything you need. You're just not pushing yourself hard enough to find out what you're capable of. For years, they thought it would be impossible for anyone to ever run a mile under 4 minutes. They thought it was humanly impossible. It'll never happen. No one will ever run the mile in under 4 minutes. And then one person did it. And within like a month, 6 other people did it. For all of time, no one had ever done it. And then all of a sudden, one person does it and like 6 more people do it like that exact same month. Why? Because someone redefined reality. Napoleon Hill says the only limitations that exist are the ones we create in our mind. Stop creating limitations. That's why last year I made a goal to 10x my income, and it seemed crazy and it seemed impossible, but I just decided to believe it and I went for it and I did it. And I pulled it off on December 31st at 8:30 p.m. 2017, I almost said, you know what, I made so much money last year. This year I'm gonna try to like 2.5 times that. I almost let myself settle for something that was realistic. I was this close. And then I said, dude, what are you doing? What are you freaking doing? 10x it again. Just 10x it again. Now here's the thing. 10x is still a limitation. It's still a limitation. But it's so far beyond what I currently believe and what I currently expect that it takes the limitation I was and it puts it way up here. Now, is it still a limitation? Absolutely. Any goal you set limits you. But that's why you got to set your goals so freaking big that they stretch you. Remember, as I always say, some of you have heard me say this a million times, goals were not meant to be reached. They were simply meant to stretch you. They weren't meant to be reached, man. Even if I would have missed my goal last year, I'd have made way more and I'd have grown way more than I would have with some stupid little SMART goal. I don't like SMART goals, if you can't tell. I really don't like those. Let's puke together. I like puke goals. That's what I'm calling them. I'm trying to brand this thing called puke goals. And that's what I'm all about. Okay. So mindset, act now like the person you want to become, push for numbers like you actually want to grow. Do not tell me you want to create the life of your dreams and then say, I'm going to make 4 sales this month. Bull crap. Do more. All right. Number 2, our second point. So our first point was mindset. We had a couple points under that. Our second point is If you want to become a rock star recruiter, you need to have an organized plan. You need to have an organized plan. Napoleon Hill talks about this in Think and Grow Rich. He talks about organized planning. And here's something that I've noticed. And this is why I run training groups, because one of the things that I've really noticed about people is that there are very few people who have a natural ability to take a lot of information and organize it into a plan. And I still don't completely understand why. I really don't. I think that maybe it's a learned art. Maybe it's something that you learn with time. But I remember on the John Maxwell team, my first year when my business was failing, it was horrible. I couldn't get anything to move forward, and I couldn't figure out why. And then at the beginning of year 2, I sat down, and something John Maxwell teaches us is to spend lots of time in reflection. We have our daily schedule includes reflection. And I remember just deciding to have kind of like a reflection of the year and try to figure out what the heck went wrong and why do I suck and what's going on. And for some reason I decided, here's the thing, bro. This first year, your mind and your actions have just been all over the place. There hasn't been any consistency with anything. It's just been lots and lots and lots of different things. And because of that, you haven't really got good at any one thing. And if you want to succeed, and I didn't know that this was true, I just hoped that it was true. It just seemed like made sense to me. I said, what you're going to need to do is come up with a couple things, just a couple things that you believe will be the things that move your business forward if you were to do them consistently. And you need to just forget about everything else and just focus on these couple of things and doing these couple of things every single day, day in, day out, day in, day out. John Maxwell says nothing changes until you change something you do every single day. And the problem is, if you're doing 75 different things and here and there and there and here and all over the place, you never build up any consistency to actually change anything in your life, ever. And so what happens is you're just throwing crap at the wall and hoping something sticks, but most of the time nothing sticks. And so you're just freaking running circles. And you're overwhelmed, and you're confused, and you're exhausted. And I always say it like this. If you're overwhelmed, confused, and exhausted, and getting a really fat paycheck, it's not too bad. Now, it's not the ideal situation, but it's not too bad. But when you're overwhelmed, confused, and exhausted, and not even getting paid, that's a rough life. And that's a really rough way to wake up and chase the thing that was supposedly your passion. And it can wear you down, and it can frustrate you, and it can play on your confidence, and it can cause your energy. Once again, the law of energy is an internal thing. It can bring your energy down, and when your energy is down, you got nothing to give. And when you got nothing to give, I promise you, you will not get anything. Because what you give, what you put out is what you get back. If you aren't adding value, no one's going to add value back to you. If you're not putting out value, it's not going to come back. And so what you have to do is you have to have an organized plan. You must. And it's, like I said, I've noticed that there are certain people, and thankfully I kind of acquired this skill because it's not anything I've ever been good at before. If you know anything about personality types, I'm a peacock. I'm a very high I on the disc testing. Basically, it means I love the spotlight. My philosophy of life is party now, plan later. And by later, I mean freaking never. And don't even ask me about it. At my live event, my team would come to me, hey, what do you want to do about this? I like, just don't even ask me questions. I'm like, Peacock is so done thinking about planning and thinking about what should happen next. Or I was like, you guys just decide. I mean, you know just as good as I should what things should happen next or where we should cut time or add. Just make it happen and just tell me when to show up and speak, because my brain has exploded at this point. My peacock brain, my live event, my peacock brain was just exploding into millions of pieces. Thank God for my team who kept it together. So here's what you got to do. You got to learn to live by an organized plan, okay? You must. You absolutely must, or you will run in circles and you will never go anywhere. So I want to give you two specific things that you have to have organized, that you 100%, if you want to become a Rockstar recruiter, these are two specific things that you're going to have to do. Number one, you're going to have an organized plan for your posting. Because at the end of the day, this is the analogy that I like to use. I see people every single day running laps in my neighborhood. I have never once tracked one of them down and said, I see that you run every single day. Would you mind teaching me how to run? Would you mind training me on how to run? Have you ever done that? No. Because just because someone runs doesn't mean they train others to run. Just because you work out and post about it on social media doesn't mean that anyone knows that you also help other people on their workout journey. And just because you have a business and you post about having a business doesn't mean anyone knows that you're hiring and that you're recruiting and that you're looking for other people to mentor. Nobody knows. Nobody's just going to reach out to you and say, oh, I saw that you took pictures of yourself at Starbucks. I was just wondering, would you mentor me and teach me how to work from Starbucks? Nobody thinks like that. If you want to recruit, you got to tell people you're recruiting. You got to say things like, hey, man, I'm having such a blast. I'm working from Starbucks. I love that I can take my job anywhere, man. Have you ever thought about having a job that you could take anywhere? I'd love to help you out. You have to mention every once in a while that you freaking help other people. Otherwise, people are just going, oh, cool, she works from Starbucks. That's nice. I wish I had a job like that. Whatever. I wish there were other jobs like that. Well, that's cool for her. That's cool for him. Oh, way cool for him that he gets to work from his laptop while their kids are playing in the background. That's a really cool job. I wish I had a job like that. And here's the thing is most people are actually watching you and thinking subconsciously, even if they're not conscious of it, subconsciously they're going, that's pretty rad. And I wish I had something like that. But unfortunately, they don't even know that there's something like that available because you haven't frickin' told them. You have to have an organized plan about posting. Posting is your advertising, okay? It's your advertising. People need to know that you're actually looking for other people, that you're actually hiring. Now, I'm not talking about doing a post that says now hiring. Please be like tactful about it. Don't be weird and goofy about it. Be tactful about it, okay? But you still got to say it, okay? You still have to say it. Okay, the next thing that you have to have an organized plan about is your invites. Oh my gosh, I'm about to just thinking about these things stresses me out, guys. Let me tell you why. Because 98% of the people on this call know that they need to recruit more coaches. And I'd be willing to bet that only maybe 10% of the people on this call have ever done an invite for coaching. I'd be willing to bet that only that 90% of you have never even worked coach invites into your daily game plan. I mean, 80% of you aren't doing any invites at all. But of those that are, most of you aren't doing any coach invites. You're not taking the time to reach out to people and say, hey, been thinking about you. I see that you're a positive person. I see that you're already inspiring people. I think you'd be a great fit for what I do. Have you ever wondered what I do? I'm telling you guys right now, it's the most simple thing in the world. I was telling people I'm relaunching my Art of Recruiting, which is a group that I used to do, but I decided to update all the content, update all the videos, create more content for it, throw in an app and a health bet concept. So this whole last month, I've been recording all of the new content for it. And I'm just telling people, here's the thing. This really is the most simple thing in the world. Now, it's not easy, okay? It's not easy. Because it takes you facing your fears. It takes you having to work through the emotions and the worries of what's going to happen. In fact, I'm working on a book right now that I'm almost done with. And today I was writing the chapter on overcoming your fear. And the thing with fear is we just don't know what's going to happen. And so we freak out and we're scared to death, not because anything bad is really going to happen, but just because at the end of the day, we don't know. And here's the thing is all of you are sitting around, again, I'm going to say it again, with infinite potential on the inside, with infinite creativity on the inside, with infinite intelligence on the inside, and literally everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of this stupid little thing called fear. And once you face that fear head on, and once you actually push through what I call the barrier of belief, once you actually push through that stupid wall, you look back and you go, dude, the heck? It's like I was like scared of like an ant. It's like what the frick was I even, why was I afraid of that? Because in hindsight, you're like, dude, that was not a big deal at all. It just felt like a big deal. If you want to become a recruiting rock star, I'm going to tell you right now, you are going to have to be intentional about doing coaching invites. Whatever that looks like for you, whether that's straight up inviting people like what I just talked about. Hey, you're a positive person already. I love being around you. Have you ever thought about what I do? Or whether that be hosting, some webinars or some coaching calls. I included some actual webinar training in the new art of recruiting. Whether it's doing something like that and inviting people to something like that, however that looks, you have got to have an organized plan to actually do that. Okay. Number 3. This is the last point that I have for you. The last point with some points under the point. Number 3 is you need someone. You need someone to finally push you to do it. How many of you have realized? I've done this a million times. I've tried to do this a million times. And at the end of the day, guys, I need someone to push me because I'm not the best at pushing myself. At the end of the day, we all need someone to push us. In fact, a lot of the clients that I work with, before they worked with me, they had already hired other people. They had gone to big events. They had gone to personal development events. They're constantly surrounding themselves with people that will push them, whether it be Tony Robbins, whether it be Lewis Howes, whatever it is. They're constantly surrounding. That's why I signed up for the John Maxwell team. When I signed up for the John Maxwell team, I had actually already started my own podcast. In fact, it's still in the iTunes store. It's called The Best You Podcast with Josh Coates. You can look it up. I've got like 5 podcasts. They're like 10 minutes apiece. Somehow I used to speak in only 10 minutes. That hasn't happened in a long time. And I had already realized, hey, this is what I want to do. I love personal development, and I just want to share it with the world. Like, this is something that's changed my life, and now I want to share it with the world. I started my own podcast. I was trying to figure out, do I write a book? I wrote a mini book that I still have never really done anything with. It's just in the notes on my phone. And I was like, I don't really know what I'm doing, and I don't really know how to even really push myself for this, because I don't know what it looks like, and I don't know what it sounds like. And I just don't know. And then I saw an advertisement for the John Maxwell team, and I said, dude, I got to get hooked up with him because he's at the top. He's the one that trains the top people in the country. He trains other countries. He trains the best of the best of the best. So if I have an opportunity to work with the guy who trains the best of the best of the best of the best, why in the world would I not sign up to work with him if I have that same opportunity? Here's the thing, guys. And I don't say this in any type of arrogant way whatsoever. I tell you this because you need to hear it. I train and I push the best of the best. I work with 7 current or former elite top 10s. I work with, I think, 7 or 8 different superstar diamonds. My waiting list is got to be over 250, maybe over 300 by now. I work with the best of the best. Trust me to push them and take them to the next level. Let me ask you something. If you had the opportunity to work with the person who trained the best of the best of the best, Why wouldn't you take that opportunity? Why would you not get training and get coaching and get a push from the person who the best of the best trusts and rely on to get their push from? Why in the world would you not do that? Wouldn't that only make sense? Wouldn't it only make sense to align yourself and get trained from the person who all of the top people work with? Here's what I've done. And this is, guys, something that I'm super excited about. And some of you guys already know about this. Some of you guys have already signed up for it. But I have put together what I believe is the greatest training I've ever put together. I don't want to say it's the best training anyone's ever put together, but I really believe it is. This training, I'm telling you right now, is blowing. It's going to blow away everything I've ever done. Because what I have done is I have created a training that, number one, is going to help you work on your mindset to become a better recruiter. I told you, you got to act now like the person you want to become. We actually have this saying in the art of recruiting, arrogant as a rock star. And the whole theme of the group is to get people to think like they're already rock stars. And I force you to push for numbers like you've never pushed before. In the art of recruiting, in the brand new art of recruiting, your daily tasks include 20 conversations and 10 new invites. And when I announced that on the live call for my launch group, I swear they were all puking all over the place, which tells me how bad they need this training if 10 invites a day makes you want to throw up. Because that's just what business is supposed to look like, which tells me that none of you, some of you, not many of you have actually been working your business the way you're supposed to. But at the end of the day, it's because you just didn't know. You didn't know. How many invites should I do? I don't know. Am I supposed to do 2? Am I supposed to do 5? Am I supposed to do 100? I don't know. At the end of the day, a lot of you, like I talked about with the mindset, a lot of you are struggling with the confidence to do it. But then there's a lot of you that you just don't even know. What does that even look like? Just like when I was trying to start my own business before I ran into John Maxwell. What does this even look like? What is it? What do I even do? Like, I don't even, I get what I like, the end result and where I want to be, but what does that look like on a day-to-day basis? And that's why I've taken the art of recruiting. And this is the thing that I'm the most excited about, is I've taken the art of recruiting and put it into an app. Let's see if we can get the lighting to work here. Sometimes my Diva light washes out my phone to where you can't see it. Let's see. Can you? It's going to be too bright. There's the Art of Recruiting app right there. And you click on it. We have got the Art of Recruiting daily tracker. This thing is so, and then it goes into this that says arrogant as a rock star, which I freaking love. My boy Micah did the graphics for me. You click here and you've got week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, go into week 1, and I can go straight to Monday. If this was day 1 of the training, oh yeah, Diva Light, I know, right? I am quite the diva. And I have to sign in. It's going to make me sign in because I haven't actually done that, because obviously I'm not using the app. Let's see here at gmail.com. Making me log into my own app, you piece of crap. And I sign in. And then here's what I do. I scroll through. Oh, it's really hard to see this part because of that Diva light. I sign in. Basically, I scroll down and it says, did I work out? Yes or no. Did I do my Shaco? Yes or no. Here's the other cool thing, guys. This is something I'm really excited about. How many of you have ever wondered, what do I even post every day? Like I know I need to post every day, but what the heck? Like what do I post? Like, what am I supposed to talk about every single day? I've actually given you a posting schedule. On Mondays, you're going to do 1 health and fitness post and 1 lifestyle post. Remember how I said you got to be intentional about posting about the business? So on Tuesday, you actually do a business post and you talk about what you do as a coach. And then you do what I call an engagement booster post, which I've basically put together 3 or 4 things to give you ideas on how to actually boost your engagement. If you go to my Facebook page right now, you'll see that I use it all the time. probably every 3 to 4 posts that I put up get like 100+ likes and crap tons of comments. It's because I've learned what things to say and what things to ask for to get people to engage. And I teach you how to do that so that you can get your engagement up. It's going to ask, did you do 20 or more new conversations? Did you do 10 or more invites? Did you track your convos and invites? I'm going to give videos on how to track. Someone's going to teach you Asana. Someone's going to teach you Google Streak. Someone's going to teach you Teamsy. Or did you expand your network? Something that very few of you put any time or energy into is expanding your network. Did you do your personal development? And here's another one that I'm really excited about. Did you do your affirmations? I'm forcing you in this group to do daily affirmations. In other words, say out loud who you are and what you want to have. This is going to be freaking amazing. The app is not just in Apple, it is also on the Google Play Store so that you can use it whether you got an iPhone or whether you got an Android. It works for both. I'm telling you guys, this training is going to be incredible. This training, I actually just got a message right before we got on this webinar from my girl Kristen Jones. She said this. She's in the launch group, okay? The launch group does not even have the app yet. They don't even have the daily check-ins. Basically, I've just been recording the training videos and they get to be there live and do Q&A. Here's the thing. She said this. I decided not to wait to start implementing everything your training has taught us. And holy cow, it's a ton of messages. It's a little more work done differently than what I've been doing, but it's working. I lost Diamond in January, have been on the struggle bus and decided to get my mindset back together, my vision clear, and run to get my income at a crazy goal I set to give my husband options to get out of the military early. I'm getting my Diamond back on Thursday. She had fallen from Diamond. She gets it back this Thursday, okay? Have enrolled way more people and way more coaches than I normally do, and the posts are getting serious traction that don't normally do. So thank you. I appreciate all your hard work on these groups. I'm stoked and can't wait to learn more. She's already at Success Club 12 for this month. Last month, she was at Success Club 8 the month before she didn't hit Success Club. So her Success Club numbers, her recruiting numbers, and we haven't even started the daily check-ins. Isn't that a beautiful thing? So here's the thing. I want to ask you, do you need this to move your business forward? Do you need someone like me to push you? Would it help your business if I could give you all of the tools? If I could give you the tools on posting, on inviting with tons of scripts from myself, also from my clients. My clients are going to be recording a ton of videos. We haven't even got to my clients' videos. We're going to schedule basically a workshop day and try to knock them all out here in the next week. We're going to have videos on setting your goals, on your life vision and mission. We're going to have modules that are going to basically, this is what I'm telling people in the launch group. This isn't just a recruiting formula. This is a full onslaught business breakdown. In other words, I am teaching you an entire process from beginning to end of what to do in your business. This will also help you sell challenge groups. This will also help you get people in your free groups. It's not limited to just recruiting. I've literally put together a training that is just the entire business formula, mixed in with things from my clients to give you more specifics of exactly how they're using these things, exactly what they're doing to get these things. So here's the thing. If you are interested in this group, okay, we actually kick off Monday. I don't even know what today is. Today's Wednesday, right? Is that right? Yeah, Wednesday. This group actually kicks off Monday, okay? So you've got basically 4 days to get signed up, to get in there and rock this next month with me, okay? So the training group is going to cost $299. It's $299. However, there is a health bet concept to it, like I've been doing with my 1 week month group, which means when you pay $299, $50 of that goes to a pot. And if you do 85% of your activities, of each activity throughout the month, you get a split of the pot at the end of the month, which means because every single person basically contributes $50 to the pot, the absolute minimum that you'll get back is 50 bucks. Now, in the last couple of months of the 1 week month, everyone has got $100+ of their money back. Okay. So there's going to be a health bet concept. People are like, how do I sign up? I will get to it. I promise. I promise. I promise. I promise. Don't you want to hear? This is a webinar. This is my big monthly webinar. Don't you want to hear about all the awesome stuff you also get? Don't you want to hear about it? Because I got even more goodies for you. Okay. I have a very special thing that I'm doing for the first month that I may not do anytime after this, but I want to do it once. And here's why. Shut up and take my money. Here's why. I teach a specific webinar system where I teach you the formula that I use for my webinars to put together my presentations that I use, obviously, to help sell my trainings. And I give you that formula in this training. Here's the problem is what I've had is people that struggle to take that formula and turn it into, say, like the coaching opportunity, because that's not really what I'm doing, is it? I'm not selling the coaching opportunity. I'm selling a training group. And so here's what I'm doing. I've never, ever, ever done this before, but I'm going to do this for everyone in this first months of Art of Recruiting, is I am actually going to host a webinar for you guys. I am actually going to allow you, those of you that sign up for the Art of Recruiting, that is, to invite all of your coaching prospects. And I'm going to do a live webinar, and I'm going to do the kind of coaching webinar that I teach my clients to do. I'm literally going to do it live and help close your people for you. Is that not freaking rad? And then, of course, you'll have that video to use if you want to send it in the future to potential clients, or if you want to just literally kind of rip off my presentation and redo it yourself. Okay? So someone is asking, what about those who are in an old Art of Recruiting group? Here's the thing. If you were in the old Art of Recruiting group, you will still get access to the new videos that I'm recording once they're all done being edited. We're not done with that, so please be patient. But you will not get access to the app because the app is only for people that are in the current group. The app only works while you're in the group. And the reason for that is because the app is basically tied into a spreadsheet that we use to track everyone's numbers. And we don't want 20,000 people in there, okay? My assistant, Josh Ring, who's on here hanging out with us, does not want to track 20,000 people's numbers, okay? If you are in the launch group, remember, if you're in the launch group, you're still a part of the first month as well. When you bought into the launch group, you technically got access to the launch group and the first group, okay? So I'm going to do a big, huge webinar that you get to invite your people to. It's going to be freaking awesome. I'm telling you, it's going to blow your mind. I'm really excited for that, okay? But can I give you guys one more thing? Can I do one more thing for you guys? Because you know me on webinars, guys. I'm a generous dude, and I just like to freaking give stuff away. Can I do one more thing for you? If not, it's cool. But I mean, but I want to. Okay. Okay. Yes, I got one yes. One yes. Maybe. Okay. Give. Good. So here's the other thing that I'm gonna do. And I literally wasn't even planning on this until I got on the webinar and mentioned it. So I've been working on a book for the last 6 to 9 months. It's been a while. Okay. I've been working on it for a while. And to be honest, I've been putting it off because the reason I've been putting it off is because I know what has to happen when I finish the book. When I finish the book, I got to send it off to an editor. The editor is going to correct a bunch of crap and send it back to me. I'm going to have to reread it, fix the things that they want fixed, send it back to them. Basically, I'm a peacock. I just want to write the book and be done. I don't want all the freaking crap that happens after that. However, I sat down to work on my book today and realized I only had 2 chapters left. 2 more chapters and I'm done. I knocked out one of those chapters today, which means I only have 1 more chapter to write. So here's the thing. My book's going to be done in the next week. Now, obviously, it's still going to have to go off to some editors. It's still going to have to get some things worked on. But what if everyone that signs up for the first month of the Art of Recruiting, I go ahead and send you the raw copy of my book that may not be out for another 3 or 4 months. I don't know, could be 5 or 6 months for all I know. But for those of you that sign up for the Art of Recruiting, you will get basically the unpublished, unedited version 100% free. And then when the real copy comes out, you'll also get that. Now, this is digital. It's not an actual printed copy. It'll all be digital. But I'm going to throw that in. So if you sign it, because I'm really excited about this book, guys. And I just believe if I give it away to enough of you, you'll help me promote it when it actually does become official. Sound good? Launch group 2, of course, if you're in the launch group, you get all the freaking goodies, okay? If you sign up for the launch group, you get all the goodies, okay? So for those of you that are ready to sign up, okay, I'll shut up and let you freaking sign up. I'm loading the link right now. Whoops, I got to select offer, the brand new Art of Recruiting. There it is, right there. You should be able to click on it right from there. You should be able to add it to your cart. You can go and sign up from my website. Like I said, it's $2.99. 50 of it's going to go to the health bet toward the pot, okay? So if you do 85% of all of your activities, you'll win a piece of the pot. The group is 4 weeks long. You also get access to the app while you're in the group. You're going to get the live webinar with me that I'm going to do for your prospects, and you're going to get my book for free, which makes me that much more excited to finish it. Like I might go home, like I might literally go home. I'm home. I might get off this call and just finish the book tonight so that I can get it to you guys next week because I'm freaking excited. Here's the thing though, the group starts Monday, so you only have until Sunday to sign up. Sunday is the absolute last chance to get signed up for this month. Obviously, just like my other trainings, I'll run them every month. If you say, here's the thing, Josh, I want to do this so bad, but I don't have the money to sign up for that group, but I really want to do something with you, you can still go to my website, which is joshuacoates.com, and you can still sign up for one of my other groups. I have a couple other groups that are a little bit lower price, and you can hop into that if you're just like, dude, I need something, but I just can't swing the 300. I totally understand. Okay, go sign up for one of my other groups. Let's get you started somewhere. But the other groups will not come with these deals, okay? Someone asked, how long does this deal offer? This deal offers until Sunday. Sunday is your last day to sign up. So if you sign up in between now and Sunday night at, midnight, which is when Sunday ends, of course, you'll have all day Sunday to sign up. As long as you sign up by Sunday, you'll get in on all the deals. You'll get to be a part of the live webinar that I host. You will get a free copy of my digital manuscript plus the actual finished digital book once it's done. Okay, so you can go to my website right now. You can go click on that link if it's already, for some reason, if it's not showing up on your screen, just in case. Is it showing up for you guys? Is it on your screen right now? If it's not, you can go to this link right here. Okay. All right. Are there any questions before I do the giveaways? We're going to do giveaways here in just a second. Okay. But I want to see if there's, just make sure there's not any questions. Tammy says, how much for month 2? I have not officially decided on that yet. We are going to offer, just like we have for the 1 week month, we're going to allow you to do consecutive months if you want to continue to have access to the app and continue to have the accountability that comes along with the whole health bet concept. So there will be a way to re-sign and keep doing the group over and over, and I just haven't decided what I'm going to charge for that yet. It will be a discounted price. It will not be $300, but I just haven't decided exactly what that discounted price is going to be. Okay? Can I have a giveaway? Can I have a giveaway? What a great question. Any questions? Are new videos emailed to old Art of Recruiting members? Yes, they will get emailed to everyone. We have all of your emails on file. We will email the videos. Okay? How do we tag you on Facebook? I believe you have to like my page, Legacy Leadership, in order to actually tag me on Facebook. If you're having trouble with that, it's probably easier to just go to Instagram and just do it there, okay? Oh, by the way, I should probably tell you what the heck my group is about, or my book is. The book that you're going to get for free is called Clarity and Focus for Entrepreneurs. I have a training group that I run called 4 Weeks to Clarity and Focus. And the more I've run the group, it's a great group and I love it. But with a 4 week group, I'm so limited on what I can teach because I basically just did like 4 modules. And so basically, my book called my book that's just called Clarity and Focus for Entrepreneurs is going to be like an 11 chapter book that took the concept of what I taught in 4 weeks to Clarity and Focus and it just blows it up into 11 modules instead of 4 modules. It's freaking good stuff, guys. I've been reading it, and even the stuff that I wrote 6 months ago, I'm like, man, this is still really freaking good. Like, I don't even want to change any of this. The main thing I'm going to be doing is kind of going through and adding a little bit of like mean Josh into it. Okay. Sorry, I'll try to get through these questions. I see lots of questions. How soon are you sending out that book? As soon as I have it done, okay? As soon as I have it done, but I promise you, you will have it before the end of next month. Hopefully, I'll have it to you in the next week. Do us oldie Art of Recruiting get the book? No, the only people that are getting the book are the people that are signing up for the new group because they're paying $300, okay? The only people that are getting the book for free are the people who are buying into a group in the next couple of days, okay? Free special giveaways are just for people who are actually signing up for stuff. Do we have to tag you in our Let's Puke Together posts? Yes, that's the only way my assistant will choose them. Is the app available to those who already took the Art of Recruiting? Nope. The app is only available to those who are currently in the group. As soon as the group is over, you get logged out, new people get logged in. Is this the training you spoke of at Super Saturday Phoenix? Yes, it is. It is. It is the same training, Tanya. Any other questions? Sorry, I'm trying to get. How can we order the book now? You can't yet because I got a lot of work to do. The book is going to be digital only for now. I will probably sometime beginning of next year put it into print, but that's going to take some time. And so it's way more awesome to get you guys the digital copy sooner. But eventually I will have physical copies and we'll sign a whole bunch for people that buy them, and it'll be fun. It'll be fun. You're welcome. Thanks for your time. Thanks for hopping on with me. Okay. I think I got through most of the questions. Let's do some giveaways. You guys ready for some giveaways? Yep. We still got 583 people on live. Beautiful. Don't forget, guys, if you registered, which you obviously did because you're on here, around 10 o'clock p.m. Central Time, you should get a link emailed to you with the replay link for this video. Feel free to share this video in your team page. Feel free to share this video anywhere you want, because at the end of the day, I want to get this out to as many people as possible. If you want your coaches to get in the Art of Recruiting, get your coaches moving forward, I'm telling you, get them to watch this webinar. Let's get everyone going, okay? So here are the winners. If you win a prize, yes, there is a replay. It'll be getting emailed to you at 10 p.m. is when it's set to go out, okay? Here is the prizes, and it'll also be on my YouTube page. As soon as we're done here, it automatically publishes to my YouTube page, okay? So cash prizes. Here's the thing. If you win something, this is what I need you to do. I need you to go to my website, and I need you to basically email me through the website. Sorry, lots of questions. I'm getting distracted. If you win something, I need you to go to my website, which is joshuacoates.com. Email me through there with your name. We already have your name, but we don't have your email or anything like that. If you won money, I need to know your PayPal. Okay, I just need to know your PayPal address so that I can just send you the money. If you want a free group, I need to know which group you want to do. You can go to my website, pick any group you want. And if you win a free shirt, I need to know, do you want Let's Puke Together? Do you want Josh as my push coach? Or do you want Arrogant as a rock star? And then, of course, I need to know your t-shirt size. Okay? Sound good? So here are the winners. Cash prizes. And if I mispronounce your name, I'm really sorry. I really do try my hardest, I promise. Cash prizes go to Andrea Lowerts, Loerts, Andrea Lowerts. I'm sorry. I'm so bad at pronouncing names. Next cash prize goes to Melissa Guthrie Hayes. Next cash prize goes to Maciel Pena. I know I butchered your name. I'm so sorry. Next prize goes to Tracy Those Jackson. Next cash prize goes to Cheyenne Blom Gonzalez. Next one goes to Samantha Mullaney. More cash for Kaylee Ryala. Cash prize for Mackenzie Clinker. Cash prize for Dave Smith. And a cash prize for Beth Solomon. The reason I'm able to read them off so fast is because I actually have my boy Josh Ring, who some of you met at my live event. He is actually going through and picking for me so that it doesn't take me 2 hours to pick people like it used to on my webinars. Used to, I'd sit there scrolling through trying to find them, and everyone's like, okay, bro, just freaking pick somebody, okay? So I try to make it easier on everybody. Okay, free group. 5 free group giveaways. Go to Kristen Jones. Go to Justin Best. Go to Kelsey Guile. I think it's Geil, Kelsey Guile. Go to Kristen Lasagna. If that's not actually pronounced lasagna, I'm really sorry. It's spelled like lasagna. If it's something different, I'm so sorry. And Chelsea Hornacek. Okay? Chelsea Hornacek. Now, for the free shirts, and don't forget, please, the only way we can get you your prize is if you email me here, okay? Free shirts are going to go to Laura Ann Bracken Longfall. I hope I said all that right. Pasta name is good for me. That's awesome. Ali Mudano. Jennifer Coleman. Alyssa, I'm not sure. I apologize. It's Alisa. Kazprock. I'm trying so hard to pronounce these names. I'm so sorry. And the last one is Jillian Hunsinger. So this is recorded. If you're like, I think I heard my name, but I'm not sure, you can always email me. My assistant will have a list of the names. We'll make sure only the right people win, okay? Email me at no Instagram names. No, he got there. He went to your Instagram profile and got your actual name. Okay, so he did pick people off Instagram and Facebook, but he went to your Instagram profile and looked to see what your first and last name were, okay? So if you won, I think he misspoke. Did I mess someone up? Did I mess something up? Sorry, I'm sure I did mess something up at some point. Don't forget, go to joshuacoates.com, get signed up. I must have misspoken a lot of names. I'm sure I misspoke everyone's name. I'm sorry, guys. I'm doing my best, okay? I'm not a professional name pronouncer, that's for sure. For those of you that want t-shirts, they should be, like I said, they should be up on my website by Friday at the latest Saturday, okay? Are there any other questions? Any other questions before I hop off? I want to honor people's time, especially people that are going to be watching the recording. I don't want them to see that there's a 3-hour recording that they have to try to get through, okay? Any last second questions before we hop off? People should learn to beg me. I misspoke. Oh, okay. What I misspeak? I don't know what I misspoke. I'm sure I misspoke 1,000 times. Where are vids for launch group? Where are vids? The vids for the launch group are in the launch group, in the Facebook group. If you're not in that for some reason, can you find an assistant more biased? If for some reason you're not in the, if you paid for the launch group, you should be in the Facebook group for the launch group. If for some reason you're not, what vids are you talking about? I'm confused. If you're talking about the videos that I've been recording for you, they're in the Facebook group. I'm confused. Am I missing something? Is there a different video you're talking about? Oh, if you're talking about the videos from my live event, I literally just got those today. If you're talking about those of you that signed up for the launch group, you got free tickets free videos from my live event, and I literally just got them today. So we will try to get those emailed out to you first thing next week. Okay. Thank you guys all so much for being on. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm more than honored to speak into your life. I'm more than honored to be a part of your life. I cannot wait to see you in the brand new Art of Recruiting. It is going to be so freaking awesome. If you have any other questions, please go to my website, email me through the website. We will get you answered as soon as we possibly can. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Let's puke together. My name's Josh. I'm your push coach. Have a great night. Bye, guys.